Hey, what's up you guys, Ben here. Earlier in August, I was contacted by Jason, an owner of an up-and-coming watch microbrand named Zenea. We spoke regarding his new up-and-coming watch brand, Zenea, and he told me a little about the vision and the mission that he had going forward with his watch brand. And just a little background on Jason, he's been a watch collector for over 15 years and he has culminated over 50 watches in his personal collection, all ranging from a $15 thrift store watch to a luxury timepiece that's priced in the thousands. His goal with his brand is to create a robust and functional timepiece with a contemporary look, yet timeless with a simplistic approach to the dial. He sent me one of the divers from his ULA collection, and I've been quite impressed. The dive watch category is perhaps the hottest segment at the moment in terms of watch collecting, with giants like Seiko and Steinhardt standing in the price tier of the Zenea watch. Today I'm going to evaluate to see if the Zenea watch is worth the value to be in this price tier. Also, potentially even in your collection. Let's dive in. The ULA dive watch that I received is the one with the meteorite dial. And yeah, actually this is a real slice of meteorite that is within this watch. The material comes from the Muonionalusta meteorite that fell in northern Sweden approximately a million years ago. The ULA collection of divers actually come in 4 other color variations, and the current launch price for those watches are at $599, and the regular list price will become $865. For the meteorite version, the special launch price is $799, and the regular list price will become $1,040. There's some fierce competitions from other more established watch brands in this price tier, and for the ULA to be worth the money, it needed to have done something different to stand out, and I think they pulled it off. First, let's go over the movement. The movement is an ETA 2824 automatic with a power reserve of 38 hours. The movement is pretty standard for a newly formed microbrand, and if you ask me, I think the movement is fair for the price, especially if you consider the specs that the watch comes with, which I'll discuss in a minute. The watch is Swiss made, which is pretty impressive for a microbrand. The case diameter, upon measuring with my caliper, is exactly 40.8 millimeters. The lug-to-lug length is 48 millimeters, and the thickness is 12.8 millimeters. The watch wears extraordinarily well on my 7.1 inch wrist, and I can recommend for a wrist size of down to 5.5 inches, or that's 14 centimeters to our friends that use a metric system. The size of this watch is very similar to that of a Submariner, which I must say is a really good sweet spot in terms of size is concerned. The watch will easily slide under a dress cuff, all while having the presence, so you still feel like you're wearing a watch. The lug width is 20 millimeters, so you can customize it with a universal array of watch straps. In terms of versatility, these ULA divers are extremely versatile. With this strap customizability, you can pretty much pair the watch with any outfit of your choice, whether that's a suit or beach shorts. However, with how excellent the OEM bracelet is, I doubt that you'd want to switch it out for a strap. A lot of divers made by microbrands pay heavy homage to Submariners, and although this watch definitely has aspects where it's similar to that of a sub, parts like the bracelet and the dial give it a rather unique look and feel compared to any other watch. Specifically focusing on the bracelet, it's awesome. It tapers down from a 20mm to an 18mm for a rather sharp look, and it even has a micro adjustable clasp for a precision fit. But the real highlight of this bracelet comes in the form of this on-the-fly extension system. I've owned Seiko and Steinhardt divers in this price range, and none of them have an extension system that even compares to this. All you need to do is press this button, and it extends on the fly while it's on your wrist. The bracelet is comfortable and easily adjustable. I'd say the bracelet is one of the strongest points of this entire watch. The bezel is a ceramic insert, which is pretty much the standard for modern day divers. The tactile feeling of this bezel action is actually one of the best that I felt in this price tier. Here, have a listen. The crystal is an AR-coated sapphire. The ceramic bezel combined with the sapphire crystal, the watch is virtually unscratchable. The watch is up to 300 meters water resistant, so it's safe to take for 99% of your water related activities, except say saturation diving. The watch is also extremely sturdy, so it should be able to take quite a beating before it gives in on you. The lume of this watch is excellent. The entire bezel being lit makes it extremely legible in the dark, so you shouldn't have any trouble being able to tell the time in any dark situations. The only con with the lume that I found is that the hour indices are less dimly lit than the rest of the watch. Overall, this watch is a great option for anyone looking for a robust and reliable diver in the $600 to $800 price tier. This watch is incredibly comfortable and can be basically worn in almost any situation. However, like any other watch, this watch is not without its faults. There are a few things that I think this watch can improve on. Firstly, I think the lume on the hour indices should match the brightness of the rest of the watch's lume. If that can be done, the lume would be near perfect. Second thing would be to reduce the bulkiness of the clasp. Although the clasp isn't overly cumbersome, it's still pretty hefty, and if the size can be reduced by, let's say, 10%, I think the proportion would become perfect. Lastly, I think the watch can gain from an improvement to the disappointing 38 hours of power reserve. Most modern day watches have power reserves near 70 hours, and I think that would be an excellent improvement for this watch. The ULA diver is definitely unique enough to be able to stand on its own 2 feet. If you're looking for a watch in the price tier of $600 to $800, give the ULA diver a try. It has features that are typically only found in watches that are multiples of its price, and it's also versatile enough to be your everyday watch. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this watch is worth paying the money for? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.